Hello everyone, welcome to online lecture series of Sid Vidya Mandir, High School Junior College Science and Commerce. Myself Rajnish Pandey. I am explaining this chapter D and F block elements, transition and inner transition elements. In previous video, I had explained introduction part, position of D block elements in periodic table, and electronic configuration. Now, in this video, I will explain oxidation state, physical properties, ionization enthalpy. Say, oxidation state of first transition series. We will discuss about the oxidation state of first transition series. One of the novel features of the transition element is the great variety of oxidation state they show in their compounds. Means D block element shows variable oxidation state. This variability in their oxidation state can take place because of incomplete of two outermost shells. As we know that during the electronic configuration, differential electron enter in penultimate cell, therefore outermost two cells are incomplete, and due to this reason they show the variable oxidation state. See this first transition series, scandium Sc, atomic number 21, electronic configuration, outer electronic configuration 4s2 and 3d1. On that basis, it shows +3 oxidation state. You are observing here this 2 electron in outermost cell and this 1 electron in penultimate cell. This take part in the bond formation and form this +3 oxidation state. Titanium. When we discuss about the titanium, its electronic configuration 4s2 and 3d2. Here is the 2 unpaired electron. Because of that, it can show this +2 as well as +3 and +4 oxidation state. It can show +2. +2 is the common oxidation state. So +2 as well as +3 and +4. Vanadium, it can show +2, +3, +4 and +5 oxidation state. See this electronic configuration. Chromium, it can show +2, +3, +4, +5, +6 oxidation state. It can show this +1 also. Just observe here, when we see the electronic configuration, then we get this chromium can show this +1 oxidation state also. Similarly, but common oxidation state is +2, +3, +6, +1 and +5 are rarely at form. Manganese, here is the total 5 unpaired electron present here and this 2 electron of the outermost cell. So it can show this +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7. These are the common oxidation state, +2 to +7. Iron, 4s2 and 3d6, 4s2 and 3d6. So here electrons are about paired, and because of this paired electron, now its oxidation state can be +2, +3, +4, +5, +6. But most common oxidation state is what? +2 and +3. Because of the paired electron, it becomes stable. Cobalt, 3d7. So this plus 2 as well as plus 3, plus 4, plus 5. But plus 2 and plus 3 is more common. Nickel 4s2. So plus 2, plus 3 and plus 4. But most common is what? Plus 2. Copper. Anomalous behavior 4s1 and 3d10. Because of that, it can show this plus 1 as well as plus 2 oxidation state. Zinc only plus 2, because these are the stable orbitals, full filled orbital, more stable, and this electron participate in bond formation, that's why it's only plus 2 only. So we are observing here these elements showing the variability in their oxidation state. Variable oxidation state. Reason behind that, during the electronic configuration, differential electron enter in penultimate chain, and because of that outermost two shells are incomplete. So when these two shells take part in the bond formation, it shows the variability in their oxidation state. Some physical properties of the transition series, like all transition elements are metals and show properties that are characteristics of metals. They are hard, malleable, ductile, and form alloys with other metals. They are good conductors of heat and electricity, except this zinc, cadmium, and mercury. Manganese, all other transition elements have one or more typical metallic structures at ambient temperature. These transition metals, except this zinc, cadmium, and mercury, are very hard and have low volatility. They possess high melting and boiling point. Definitely they are hard and having high melting and boiling point. See, melting and boiling point. During the melting and boiling point, you will see this fluctuation. Atomic number like titanium, vanadium, chromium. So till chromium it is increases. Melting point is what? Increases. After that this manganese, it is what? Decrease. Then iron, cobalt and nickel, it is what? Constant. Then copper and zinc, it is what? Decreases. So why this fluctuation create? Because of electronic configuration. When you see the electronic configuration, then you will get here it is what? Unpaired electron increases, but after that it become what? Half filled. So here is the fluctuation of the first series. Here is the second series. Second series is same. First increases, then decrease. Then here it what? Increases and decreases. And last one, this one. So this is the fluctuation in their melting point and boiling point also. Now trend in atomic properties of first transition series. Atomic and ionic radii. Distance from nucleus to outermost shell is called atomic radii, and in ionic form, distance from nucleus to outermost shell of the ion is called what? Ionic radii. So atomic radii of transition series from left to right decreases gradually. See this transition series and atomic radii. This green line indicating first transition series, scandium to zinc, and we are observing here it atomic radii slowly, gradually it is decreases, then it is increases. Reason behind that, till cobalt and nickel it is what decreases, then slowly it is increases, slightly increases. Reason behind that, electrons enter in penultimate cell, and because of that they create the shielding effect, and outermost electron loosely bounded, that's why atomic size slowly increases. Similarly, this dotted line, dotted blue line indicating the second transition series, yttrium to the cadmium. Same thing is here. Here is the curve which is decreases, then increases, and last lanthanoid to the mercury. So atomic radii gradually decreases. Ionic radii of transition elements shows the same trend as the atomic radii. Means atomic radii and ionic radii both gradually decreases from left to right. But in last slightly it is increases because of the electrons entering in penultimate cell that become fulfilled and create the shielding effect, screening effect. As I had explained this oxidation state of the first transition series, variable oxidation state, previously I had explained, same thing is here. This is scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. On the basis of their electronic configuration, slowly it is increases. So scandium can show this +2 as well as +3, but most common is +3. Titanium can show this +2, +3, +4. Vanadium can show this +2, +3, +4, +5. Chromium can show this +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6. Manganese +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7. Iron +2, +3, +4, +5, +6. Cobalt +2, +3, +4, +5. Nickel +2, +3, +4. Copper +1, +2, +3 and zinc +2 only. But here it is given this more common oxidation state. Now ionization enthalpy. This is very most important part, ionization enthalpy. What is ionization enthalpy? First we see this ionization enthalpy means amount of energy required to release outermost loosely bounded electron from isolated gaseous atom. From isolated gaseous atom, what amount of energy required to release the outermost electron is called ionization enthalpy. So ionization enthalpy of transition elements are intermediate between those of the S block element and P block element. So ionization enthalpy in between the S block elements and the P block elements means it is greater than the S block elements and lower than the P block elements. Now see this ionization enthalpy properly. First transition series. So in first transition series, titanium, vanadium and chromium, slowly it is what? Decreases, but suddenly it is increases till iron. Reason behind that, ionization enthalpy is what amount of energy required. So because of this Mn, Fe, when we see the electronic configuration, then we get after this chromium This cobalt and iron is what? More attracted, outermost shell more attracted towards the nucleus. That's why it is difficult to release this electron. So ionization enthalpy increases. Here we are discussing about the first ionization enthalpy. Then slowly it is decreases till nickel. That is constant. For second series, same. But here it is what? Almost constant or same. Then it is increases palladium and decreases to the silver. And here hafnium to the tungsten is what? Common, same, approximate. Then it is sudden increases, then decreases, then increases. So all these things because of the electronic configuration, attraction force. So lot of factors which affect this ionization enthalpy, like nuclear charge, distance from nucleus to outermost shell, and shielding effect, and electronic configuration also, because more stable electronic configuration required more energy to release the electron. So these are the factors which affect the ionization enthalpy. On that basis it show the fluctuation. So thank you so much. After that I will explain some other properties like the metallic properties, magnetic properties, color in next video. Thank you.